Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today we're diving into the unseen architecture of reality using the Neptune Moon oracles. Where thought isn't just thought, it's creation, it's a blueprint, it's the spark that programs our entire experience. Today my plan is to move from the Hermetic Principle of Mentalism through to the Frequency Programmer. The first Hermetic Principle, the Principle of Mentalism, reminds us that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Everything begins in consciousness. That dream that you had last night, it's a code. That limiting belief, also a code or a program. You are both the receiver and the programmer. And today I hope to get the answers for us to help amplify or intensify our abilities to receive and reprogram. So first of all, let's begin with the Hermetic Principle, the Principle of Mentalism. So everything begins in consciousness. Now this field, as we have been exploring in some of the other readings, has many names. One of these names is Source, which is what I was instructed to call this. So for today's reading, the cards want to let us know that we need to transform and face our fears. We need to be fearless, like Pluto. There are changing times ahead, and we need to be able to be fearless, to tap in and change programs or codes. Part of my reason for doing this today is I want to work out if there's a physical, practical way for us to be able to affect the conscious energy around us, the collective energy, the energy felt by many, the energy that affects the source field or the collective consciousness, and is limited or is affected greatly by the chaos or activity that goes on around us. So and purity surrounds. This is what my intention is coming into this reading today. I want to find physical, practical measures for us all to be able to help cleanse the negative energy that is polluting the energy field, this universal consciousness. So this is my reason for tapping into this reading today. Principle of Mentalism, and all is mind, the universe is mental. Using the emotions are also a very important part of this. This is Neptune Moon, being able to transcend emotions. So it's the heavy, chaotic emotions that are going on around us and able to tap in. Now, this is my feeling when it comes to tapping into the source code. It feels like sometimes it's a little hard to get into or get straight, clear answers when there's a lot of chaos or activity or static that affects the frequency. Now this radiant alignment is being able to clear that alignment, clear the chakras, the auras, and really get a pure radiant energy tap in for this experience. So my question is anybody able to access the collective consciousness? Past lives, simultaneous, and timelines. Being at a crossroad. Being able to elevate our energy and harness its power. Crafting our skills. So to be able to do this, we need to be able to elevate our energy and craft our skills or abilities to be able to tap into this energy. Going in with an innocent heart, a pure intentions there with our heart energy. To be able to tap into existences unfolding at the same time, simultaneous and at the same time. This was one of the next questions that I had as part of the questions I wrote down for today. So everything begins in consciousness. Are our dreams connected to this consciousness, revealing parts of the code? Or no. No, straight up, I love it when they answer me yes or no. So what are our dreams? Partially it can be knowledge that is delivered to us, and also partially it can also be the present timeline or the processing of our present existence through our dreams. But partially for some people it is the ability to be able to receive knowledge from the ancient scripts, from the Akashic, or from the past and from the future also. But for most people, our dreams are random and part of the present timeline and processing what's going on in our present timeline. So let's help move me over to the codesmith. The ability to be able to hack our old programs, recode, or shift our alignment. Please show me where the truth lies here and how this ability occurs. Some tips here, please. The path of self-betterment, seeing reality for what it really is, seeing synchronicities for what they really are. Is it true that we are both the receiver and the reprogrammer? Let's believe that as truth. Once we break free from our containment, from our programming, from our code, we are able to grow and evolve. So yes, it is saying, yes, it is true that we are the receiver and the reprogrammer, but we first need to break free from the containment of the codes that we have been programmed in to be able to grow and evolve spiritually, to reprogram ourselves. Is this done through the source? I'm going to call it source, but there's other names for it, such as the collective consciousness, the source field. There is many names for it, even Akashic, some people say. So there's different names for it. That's what they're letting me know, different names for it. So but I'm going to call it source energy or source consciousness. Are we able to reprogram our codes through source consciousness? We are able to change our scripts. How beautiful is that? We are able to change our scripts. How can we do that? So we need to see things for what they really are, the synchronicities or the symbols or the situations around us. We need to be able to see. Now, I'm getting glitches in the matrix when I look at this. So being able to see glitches when they occur and understand when we are part of a program, seeing the signs through subtle awareness. So I feel these two are together. So being able to see things for what they are, the subtle signs around us that indicates to us that we are part of a programming. We do get distracted by technology. It is there as a distraction so that we don't go searching for these subtle signs or searching for the fact that we're able to reprogram or change our script. We do need to transcend our emotions to do this. This could also be indicating help from the Neptune moon. Is there any requirements to access this collective consciousness or source code? Is there any requirements to tap into the source origin? It's to do with our radiant frequency. We need to make sure our energy is aligned to this frequency to be able to do this, to be able to tap in and read this energy here. So we need to make sure we're going in with radiant energy, balanced energy, harmonic energy, energy that is of purity, of intention, to tap into that source origin. From there, are we able to recode or change our scripts. We are able to break free from the containment or break free from the programming. Now here it's saying some things are simultaneously unfolding at the same time, but we're able to separate them. That's very interesting. They're simultaneously unfolding at the same time, but separated on different paths. Can you please elaborate a little bit more about this? What are you trying to say here about something occurring simultaneously, unfolding at the same time, but a separate path? Please let me know what it is that you're saying. This is to do with our soul. This card is about the soul. Being able to see the signs, the subtle awareness. The dual polar duality. This is also a Hermetic principle. Opposites and finding balance is very important here with this. We need to be able to find balance as we travel. Some of the information that we are tapping into is forbidden information or forbidden fruit. They do often let me know that part of this information is forbidden, but there is definitely parts that we're able to access. So what I'm here for today is to be able to access this information in a very practical way, a way that it can help other people tap in and change their code or programming or rewrite their script. Now, is this helpful for people to get in there and start rewriting their script? I'm looking for maybe if there's dangers to this, hidden dangers, or if this is a helpful thing for anybody just to get in and be able to rewrite their own script. The cards have already indicated that we need to be at a certain radiant frequency to be able to do this. But are there any hidden dangers here? Breaking free from the containment. We're looking at cosmic law here. We need balance, fairness, and justice. Are we breaking any cosmic law by doing this? Think bigger. It's bigger than that. Seek understanding. Think bigger. As long as we are following the cosmic laws and not breaking the cosmic laws, then it is okay for us to break free from the containment and rewrite our script. Am I on the right track there? This is the card on the present timeline. It's all mental. Thoughts matter. This is the principle of mentalism. There are battles for dominance, seeking assistance and pillars of support. Are others trying to access the first principle, access the collective consciousness or the source field for their own personal dominance over all? Is that something that is going on? Souls. They've told us in some of the other readings that there is battles for that part of us, either our reincarnation cycle or for our souls. There is some kind of battles going on there in other dimensions or other. It's not here physically, it's on the spiritual realm that this is taking place. This is what they've told us in past readings. Our abilities to level up or ascend, awakening wisdom, and being able to see things for what they really are. Please indicate what things really are. Please elaborate on that card. The way forward into the future. Neptune moon is ascending or transcending our emotions. Our radiant energy. our vitality, or our personal power. There's a small shift that we could all use to rewire our timeline or our own personal codes or scripts. Good intentions. It's our intentions. Being able to change our mind, change our beliefs, change our patterns. But good intentions. So transcending and rising above our fear, going in with love and pure intention, but transcending all fear. It's that fear energy around us that is clouding. Going back to the Neptune moon to finish this reading off, as we tie in and bring together the Hermetic Principle, the Principle of Mentalism, the all is mind and the universe is mental. Bringing that together with the frequency programming and our abilities to see beyond the veil, to hack our programs and change our scripts. The seeking understanding, quietening our mind to do this. Source origin, as we tap into that source energy. Embracing our fate. We did see this card a little earlier, I think, on this journey. Fighting for humanitarian rights. About liberation, empowered choice, that we have free will. Seeking the assistance from a mentor or a master teacher. Okay, is there any very practical level skills that you can help us with? To do with, this helps us with manifesting, it helps us with personal power, helps us to remove outdated programs that no longer are relevant to us. What practical advice can you give us to help us do this? Releasing from contracts. So perhaps saying that we release ourselves from contracts that no longer are relevant in our current situation. Yes. Are there anything else that we need to know about that? It's done with the assistance of a master guide. To help us self-betterment on our path of progress. Now the atmospheric influence, how are we affected when the atmosphere is surrounded by so much negativity and fear? Are we able to affect that? We can affect our own personal scripts by rewriting our contracts or releasing ourselves from contracts that no longer are relevant. But how can we affect or change the fear-based negativity in the consciousness field at the moment? Is there something we can do physically? So it's our thoughts, our telepathic thoughts, words that are unsaid. It's our thought patterns that help change this. Remembering who we are, expansion and growth, trusting the guidance, connecting to our divine source or our higher self, and returning to our roots. But I do feel like it's the words or our thoughts that has meaning and power, and it helps affect the source code around us. So not giving in to draconian deception or into fear-based scenarios. It only amplifies and adds to the negative energy around us. They've said many times that we need to clear the negative energy, and we have the power to do that. We have that power to do that on an individual basis, to rewrite our own scripts or change our own scripts, to release ourselves from contracts that are no longer suitable or no longer applicable, but we also have the ability to affect the consciousness energy by our thoughts. Thoughts do matter. So let's summarize this reading. These are the cards that continually came out or quite prominent in this reading. So let's narrate these into a summary so we can clearly see the picture that Spirit is painting for us. Now, my question going in was around the fear energy that's around us, and if we have the ability to fix that or help that in some way, but also do we have the ability to be able to rewrite our own scripts, our own programming? So my intention here was to be able to help with the energy. What can we do in very physical or practical steps? And if we have the ability to rewrite the script. And I was bringing in the energy of the first Hermetic Principle, which is the Principle of Mentalism, as well as the ability to recode or reprogram. So this is the weaving of the thought into form. So the journey from mentalism to mastery. So let's summarize what's happening here. So first of all, we need to go back a few steps and understand that the creation energy, the source energy, the beginning here. So this is long before time had a name. There was only mind. It's infinite and immeasurable. It is the all. From this sacred mentalism, all creation was born, not of clay or flame or bone, but of thought first. Reality then is not a fixed object, but it's a projection, an ever-unfolding tapestry of frequency, filtered thoughts or beliefs, our contracts, and the stories that we carry. And so arrives the frequency programmer, the one who remembers. They are not bound by the scripts handed down by lineage, fear, or false identity. They stand at the precipice of containment and ask, what if I could rewrite this? And they can. We all can. So within this reading, this remembrance rings loud. You hold the keys to your own programming. But first, a sacred act must take place, and that is release. Releasing old soul contracts, karmic loops, outdated truths that no longer reflect who you are becoming. These must be cut, lovingly and consciously. You are not breaking rules, you are breaking spells, breaking programming. The moment you decide to elevate, to vibrate at a frequency that echoes source itself, you activate your divine technology. But this isn't just about thinking positive or faking light. No, the upgrade requires intentional living, heart clarity, and radical energy honesty. Your intentions are your architects. Your intentions here are everything. Your purity of thought and heart is currency that programs reality in your favor. But be warned, temptation will come in the form of distraction, distortion, destruction, and fear-based energy. The world may try to reroute you through fear or noise. This is distraction for you. So the chaos energy around you, the chaos in what's going on in the world, there is a distracting energy behind this. Here lies the deeper mastery, learning to pierce illusion and see reality for what it truly is. It's a mirror of your energetic code, a mirror of your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality. So this path is not always soft, but it is sovereign. It calls you not to escape this world, but rewrite your place within it, to become the source, tempered artist of your own story. So you need to clear the code, speak your new script aloud, and with every choice aligned to love, you need to watch as a hologram of your life reshapes itself in your radiant image. You are not the program, you are the programmer, and the all is listening. I hope you enjoyed that summary.